How's everybody doing this evening? As I sit here, I'm going back over all of the times that I and this young man have spent together. It's crazy because as I sit here, I realize that we became grown men together. We started out when we knew each other, we were young men. Reggie and I had we shared our first duty station together in Atlanta, Georgia. And it was us and probably about 5 or 6 other guys that we formed a bond. And it's been about almost 15 years now. And it's just amazing how much time has passed. But what's not amazing is the accomplishments that we all have overcome and gone through. And then I'm sitting here and it's a little bittersweet for me because I'm realizing some of the best times of my life and some of the worst times of my life, this man has been right by my side. And never once has he faltered. So, you know, the first time I met Elyce, you know, I looked at him and I know him well. I know him well. I know Reggie well enough to know when Reggie's had a few too many drinks. I watched him and I said, oh, here he goes. He's starting to get a little loose. Here he comes. And then when we was dancing, I remember we used to say Reggie used to dance like he had a sharp pencil in his pocket and stuff like that. So I know where those dance moves has come from. But it's just amazing as we sit here. Like I said, we've all shared some good times and some bad times. But one thing I do realize is that the first time I met Elyce, and I watched how Reggie interacted with her and stuff like that, I knew before when he called and told me that he was going to marry her, I knew she was the one. I knew from the first time I watched him interact, and I just saw how he treated her, how he looked at her in his eyes. And then I grew to have a fondness for Elyce because there was a time that her and Reggie came by to see me. I think it was last June or July. But before I even knew it, Elyce had come into my home and had interacted with my family and was upstairs and things of that nature. You know how we are when people come to your house. I mean, you keep them in the living room and stuff like that. You know, people you just met, you keep a close eye on them, you know. You turn around and somebody's upstairs in your house, you're like, you know. But before I knew it, Elyce was upstairs and she was interacting with my family and stuff like that. I was like, wow, this is an amazing young lady to just come in and make a house a home and things of that. So, you know, like I said, I just wanted to wish you both well. And, you know, I told my wife when I got married, I said, you're going to need a Bible and a seatbelt. Because, you know, as Hassan was just saying, sometimes, you know, being the spouse of a military member is a tough job. And like I said, you're going to need a Bible to hold tight and a seatbelt to hold tight and a Bible to get you through some of those tough times. And Elyce is already going through some of those tough times with Reggie studying and things of that nature. So like I said, I just wanted to wish you guys well. Tell you both that I love you, and if you ever need anything, I'm right there.